I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings.
You f***ing irritate the shit out of me!
I'm only going to get this one chance. It's just a feeling I've got, like something's about to happen, but I don't know what.
All I hear, go get the money, so I go get it. Hate means I do something right, so I'm a
Hey, what's going on, peeps? Welcome to Gap Sell Keenan number 65. As you can tell, I am not in my home office. I am here in Utah. Every time I say Utah, I can only think about the movie, I can't forget, with Nicolas Cage. You know, Utah, home of the Flying Elvises. Well, no, wait, it's Flying Elvises, Utah chapter. I messed it up. But anyways, those of you know what movie is, put it in the comments, because some of you will know what movie that's. Leaving Las Vegas. I think it's Leaving Las Vegas. Yes, that's it. Hey, we're the Flying Elvises, Utah chapter. Anyways, I am here because my daughter is training at the Utah Olympic Park, getting coached by some former and past Olympians and working with the U.S. team. So she's pretty excited, so I'm ahead doing that. But I was not going to deny you all of a Gap Sell Keenan. So you know how this works, everybody. This is a real life sales call. This person is a real salesperson with a real company, with a real product, and they want to sell me. So they are going to see if I have a problem, or a sales growth company has a problem they can solve. And if they do, we will buy. But if they don't, they get coached by me. So we have a Mr. Zafar. Zafar is all the way from the Netherlands. Welcome, Zafar.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you for the introduction. Thanks.
I got you, buddy. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you. So to give you a little bit more context on what we do, I'm from the Netherlands, and I give you a little bit more context on what Impact Agency does. So I'm one of the founders of a company called Impact Agency. We specialize in recruitment automation and lead generation automation services via LinkedIn. We help B2B businesses who don't know how to find the right candidates for their vacancies, get the right ones and approach the right candidates for their vacancies. So that's in a nutshell what we do. And also the same strategy can be used for outreach on LinkedIn for lead generation services as well. We mainly focus on B2B. For now in the Netherlands and Asia, and growing rapidly.
All right. There you have it. So The floor is yours. You got 15 minutes.
Great. So Keenan.
Yes, sir.
Keenan. So you're the owner and founder of a sales growth company. And I was wondering, on the website I can see, first of all, to start off, I'm wondering how many people work there right now with you?
10.
Do you have any job openings right now? No openings. And is there will that change for the coming 6 months, or?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably. And could you walk me through your recruitment processes? Do you do that yourself, or do you have someone who does these does the recruitment for you?
We do it as an organization. We depending on the position, we have a job description. It's a very unique job description. It wouldn't surprise you. Then we drop it on LinkedIn. We drop it sometimes. For the last admin we had, we did it on Indeed. Then we ask people to respond to a link. We send them to a landing page, and we ask them to respond to it by, usually it's tell us why it should be you, or projects. So, Brady manages the day-to-day of that. She's head of operations. And then shit comes rolling in.
Yeah. And do you think you get enough candidates coming in? So as I can understand of what you're telling me right now is like the old school method of recruitment. You post a job posting and the candidates respond to that one. But
But you said but. Okay, but.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're missing out on selecting the candidates and doing your out.
Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is number 65. And I know that at least 50% of these, and 2 or 3 ago, I got into it with a candidate. So if you watched it and you made this mistake, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm assuming you didn't watch it. Don't tell a buyer what they're experiencing. Everybody listening right now, all of you out there in fucking LinkedIn world, okay, as salespeople, I'm going to say this as bluntly as Keenan can ever fucking say it, because it's clearly not sinking in. Don't fucking tell a buyer about their world. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you are curious or you believe there is a problem in their world, then ask them. Yeah. Because nothing pisses off buyers more when you tell me something that you think is happening in my world when it's not happening. So are you married, Zafar?
I'm engaged.
Okay, you're engaged, right? How would you like it if I told you that you don't, so you're engaged, so you don't treat your girlfriend well enough? You're like, fuck you. Who are you? Right?
Yeah.
That's literally what you just did. You don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But ask the question. So roll it back. Yes, we're doing it the old school way, which is sort of a still passive-aggressive dig, but I don't care. That's okay. So now ask a question.
So do you feel like doing it this way that some of the candidates which respond are not always the right fit?
Yes. See how much better that is? See? It's different than how you said it, but yes, for sure.
Yeah. And do you think it costs more time scrolling through these candidates and going through these resumes and inviting them, or are they not the right fit? That
think out of it. Don't take think out of it. Ask the question differently.
Is it time consuming for a salesperson?
See the difference? Much different. Yeah. So I don't have Brady here. Brady does it, but I'm going to say no, because here's why I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
What did I tell you our process was?
You put it on LinkedIn. You let people respond on why are they the right fit, and also you post your job openings on Indeed as well.
Okay, and then when we post them on Indeed, we send them to the same place. So you just kind of glossed over something. Say it again. What do we have them do?
You make them write why they are the right fit. Yeah.
Is that old school?
No, not at all.
Is that different? Is that different? How many of the people you've worked with have people do that as the first outreach?
No, they don't. No.
Okay.
Right.
So
yeah.
People, you got to fucking listen. You have to listen. So, my friend, what do you think that does?
I think that disqualifies the people you don't want to speak to.
And why does that disqualify them?
Because you get to read through their motivations.
No. Okay, yes, but no. Okay. Zafar, this is going to be an extremely powerful learning experience for you.
Sure.
You are too caught in your own world, and you're not opening up to listening and leveraging your domain expertise. Okay. In a traditional selling environment, in a traditional recruiting environment, what do people do? What do they ask them to do?
Write a motivation, send your resume.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now you tell me if I'm wrong, but almost every process is, here's the job description, here is an Indeed, or here's a posting on our website. And what is the request, a call to action of 99% of those?
Apply?
Yeah. How?
Yeah, via email or a contact form.
Yeah. And is it usually a contact form?
Yeah. Most of the time it is. Yeah.
Yes. What's the barrier of entry there, Zafar?
It's not that high.
Was that a statement or a question?
No, that was a statement. You can apply to a contact form. It's not very high barrier.
Not very high barrier. If
No.
we ask them to explain to us and give them some specifics, why you'd be great at the job, what makes you different, be creative, how many people do you think are going to do that?
Just the ones who are motivated enough to join the company.
Yes. So it's
Yeah.
real easy to press a button, upload your CV, and put in your name, as opposed to actually have to sit back and sell yourself. So what do you think that does to the number of applications we get?
It should go down. Yeah.
Okay. So why did I take all this time out of your 15 minutes? Because it's a powerful learning experience.
Sure.
Had you listened to what I said, you should have done one of two things. You should have stopped me and said, what do you mean when you say you have them right about? Could you walk me through that, please? Then you should have said, does that reduce the number of candidates you get? Seems like it would. Yes. Then you could have picked up from there. So the people who do write that in, tell me about them. What do you do next?
Yeah.
Right? But you missed all that because you were stuck in the same old approach to trying to sell.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. You're right. That you're not doing it like the most of the companies who are really old school. So there is a difference. You are differentiating yourself, and only the people who are truly motivated and driven, will apply to the job. Yeah.
Yes, that's how we do it. So the lesson here for you, Zafar, is it's critical to be paying attention to what the buyer says.
Yeah.
You cannot be in I'm asking questions to sell mode. Your question was so leading, like 3 questions in, you're like, do you think you're not getting enough? That's what you wanted to hear. You wanted to hear I wasn't getting enough so you could sell me. Am I telling the truth?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So if you sell like that, and again, everybody paying attention, like these are why these things work. You salespeople out there watching this is what you do too. And this is how you end up in these shitty positions. I have said, if I have not said it once, I've said literally a million fucking times. Stop selling and start trying to understand. Once you really understand, the sale becomes a cakewalk. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pass it back to you, and you go anywhere you want with this. Ask any questions you want. Go anywhere you want with it.
Okay. That's a lot of information to process, but let me.
You got this, baby. I got it.
Let me recalibrate a little bit. Okay.
Take your time, breathe. I can even put you off camera for a second.
No, I'm fine. So, yeah. So let me ask another question, Keenan. Let me have a think. Could you just walk me through the process of someone applying to the job?
Yep. So we haven't done this in a while, so I may mess it up a little. But basically, what we do is build the job description, and then we post it, Indeed, or mostly all to LinkedIn or on our website. I have a pretty high audience, so I just have to point people to something. I think we may create a landing page in HubSpot or something. We may do that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what we do. Once they get to that HubSpot, they're given a link that they click, and they're given directions on how to apply. And the application is, you have to tell us why you'd be a good fit, what makes you different. I think we really encourage creativity, so they can't just send the resume in. They have to sell themselves, right?
Yeah.
And I think, shame on me, I wish Brady would pay attention, but she's about to drop a dope thing herself. I think she asked them a question around gap selling or something like that. Like, there's a question they have to answer in it. Then they answer that question and it's submitted to Brady. Brady then reads it and determines whether or not she thinks that person deserves an interview. Then she'll reach back out. Then she'll do an interview with them. Then she will have, if she likes the interview, then she'll have them do a project. Yes, I think usually it's creating a pick chart for us, a problem identification chart if you've read the book. Then based on that project, if she likes that, then they'll interview with me, and then we go from there. Then it's pretty normal.
All right. Okay. But you told me you don't see the resume yet.
We don't use resumes at all.
You don't use resumes at all. And what kind of vacancies are these that you're looking people for? Are they similar or
salespeople, admin? I mean, that's all I really needed. You know, I mean, business operations, marketing. Our marketing person came that way.
Yeah. And okay. And do you think that this method of posting a job won't be sufficient one day, even with your sales audience? So with your great audience right now, whenever you post a job, the company grows so much. You have so much job openings that even posting it won't be enough of that applies for the vacancy. Do you think that will be a problem one day or within 6 months, or don't you
Not
see
in 6 months, no. Not in 6 months, no.
Not in 6 months? Okay. I have to be honest with you, Keenan. I don't see a gap here to solve. So
Okay, so I appreciate that. I don't think there's a gap here either, right?
Yeah.
We don't hire enough people in a year. We've just launched a licensing model, so the majority of our growth is coming from independent certified trainers who come to us, and we train them, and they start their own businesses, their own gap selling businesses, which is going quite well, and they're doing really well. So what we'll end up hiring in the future is more marketing people. We'll end up hiring, more support staff for myself or for Brady. So we'll be growing, but it won't be growing that much. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went, this is what I'm going to teach you. And again, I do this. And when I say everybody pay attention, because this applies to you as well.
Yeah.
I believe you solved more than just the problem of hiring efficiently, but you ran to hiring efficiently. That's where you're focused on, right?
Yeah. It's more than hiring efficiently. Yeah, you're right about that, because you can target people and you reach out to the people. So you have the specific candidates for your vacancy. You can hire someone you want to hire, so you don't have to hope, post and pray that it's the right candidate. You can really target them and approach them, and that's essentially.
Okay. So targeting them and approaching them, that's all the recruiting side, and that's all recruiting efficiently. That all falls in the efficiency category, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's another angle that you missed that may or may not have been an opportunity that we may have had a problem with.
Yeah.
Besides hiring, what problem do you solve? Besides the hiring part, what problem do you solve?
Besides the hiring, we do lead generation services as well.
Okay, yeah, but no. Okay, in the whole concept of recruiting, there's another angle you missed.
You have to help me with this one.
What happens when I get the wrong candidate?
You have a bad hire.
What happens if I have a bad hire?
It's costly. It's expensive. Then you train someone.
And then what happens? What happens with all that? What do I have to do? Then
you have to get rid of someone. They have to. And then you have to hire someone else.
And then when I do that, what happens? If in between that time, what happens?
You don't have someone to do the job.
So you were so focused on the front end, hiring, getting people in the door, finding the right candidate. Someone here said post and pray. You were so focused on that piece that you didn't ever dawn on you whatsoever. You asked no questions. You didn't shift to, all right, let me ask this question. In your hiring process, it seems pretty robust. I got to see this approach. Are you seeing that the candidates stay as long as you'd like? Yeah. Have you ever hired the wrong person in that process? Do you see what I'm saying? You could have gone down this. You could have gone down that road. And then if I were having a problem, not necessarily with the intensity or the amount of people I'm hiring or the time it takes me to hire, but we're not hiring the right people. We have to keep cycling through them. Then you might have convinced me that maybe I should talk to you about that. I don't have that problem, but my whole point is you should have went down that road.
Yeah, I haven't touched on that one, but that's a good one. It opens my perspective a little bit more, even with sales for my regular sales calls. It's a good one to go that route.
Look, this is what people don't understand when they sell. You're so, again, I say this, God, so many times I feel like a broken record. You're so focused so focused on trying to sell your product. You don't spend enough time putting yourself in the shoes of the buyer and asking yourself, where does my product or service address the buyer's world? And recruiting is not just about getting someone recruited faster to get the job done, but it's also about hiring the right person so that they can do the job really, really well. And then it's also about making sure that you don't make the bad hires so that you have to do this all over again and lose productivity.
Yeah. And it will cost you money as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have two sides of a coin. You only addressed one.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback and the tips.
Yeah. So look, man, I love you coming on. I really appreciate it. I got mad props to people who came on. You handled me well. I hope you got something out of it.
For sure. Thank you so much. It's been an honor to meet you. So thank you for the time. And it's great. Love your book and love your content.
Thank you. The honor's mine. I appreciate it. Also, you get DM me, and I will get you in contact with Brady. We're going to give you a fur as a consolation prize, right? We're going to give you free access to Gap Selling online training. It's the entire book, but it's the whole training, the same training we do live. It's just in chunks. I'm the one who does it. It's interactive. It's choose your own journey. So I think you're going to really enjoy it. And maybe it'll help you take what you learned here and elevate everything to the next level.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do it for sure. Yeah, great.
All right, my man.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, brother. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Keenan. Thank you so much.
Peace. All right, everybody. That was another episode of Gap Sell Keenan. Zafar did a great job. Well, you know what Zafar did? He was a good student. He took it well. He learned. He processed. He didn't get defensive. And so I think he's going to be a better salesperson because of it. So unfortunately, he was right. I give him props. He didn't keep trying to. I hope everybody saw it. I give him props. He realized there's nothing here, and he stopped. And this is going to be one of our shortest ones because he recognized it and he got out. And I should have told him that too. So he'll see it when he watches. He did a great job saying, you know what, there's nothing here. I'm out. Good for him. We need more salespeople doing that. For sure, we need more salespeople doing that. So if you have a product or service that you want to try to sell me, that you think a sales growth company or I could use, DM me, and we will get you on the next episode of Gap Sell Keenan. But if not, you can't find a problem. You get to be coached by me. So with that, everybody, thank you for watching Gap Sell Keenan number 65. It was a pleasure. And until next time, stop selling, start helping. Peace. I'm out.
All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something.